hit that subscribe button and the bell icon beside it to check out our latest videos before anyone else. Hi there guys, I'm Nikhil from Greedy Tech and this is a comparison between Redmi Note 4 and the Redmi 4. The base variant of Redmi Note 4 starts at 10,000 rupees with 2GB RAM and 32GB internal storage. Redmi 4's base variant starts at 7,000 rupees with 2GB RAM and 16GB internal storage. As of now, apart from the MI store, you can buy the Redmi Note 4 exclusively on Flipkart and Redmi 4 on Amazon.in in weekly flash sales. As both the phones are from the same brand, they have a lot of similarities and a very few differences. So let's look at the similarities first. Both the phones have a very similar design language. Metal back with plastic strips at the top and bottom, a 2.5D curved glass on the front with capacitive buttons at the bottom and a fingerprint scanner on the rear. Apart from some key specs like display size, resolution and chipset inside the phone, the rest of the hardware is the same. Both the phones have all the sensors including FM radio, an IR blaster on the top, fingerprint scanner on the back, dual SIM support with voice over LTE, so Jio works on both the phones without any issues. Both the phones have hybrid SIM slot, so you can use either 2 nano SIMs or a nano SIM and SD card. Fingerprint scanners are equally fast on both the phones and IR blaster works as expected. Both the phones have dual speaker grills at the bottom, but the speaker is present only under the right grill. Speaker on Redmi Note 4 is louder than Redmi 4, but there isn't a huge gap. Audio experience on both the phones via earphones is the same, nothing impressive, just average. Both the phones are running MIUI 8 on top of Android 6.0 Marshmallow, and both the phones have the exact same software features like secondary space, dual apps, reading mode and many more. So no matter which phone you choose, you get all those features. But Redmi 4 is an underpowered phone. So if you use features like secondary space or use a lot of apps, it will slow down the phone a lot. Memory management is very inconsistent on both the phones. I have tried turning off memory optimization, but still memory management is very inconsistent on both the phones. Now coming to the differences, the most easily noticeable difference is the display size. Redmi 4 comes with a 5-inch HD display and Redmi Note 4 comes with a 5.5-inch Full HD display. For regular use, both are good, but if you're interested in watching VR content or playing VR games, Redmi Note 4 will be better, as it has more number of pixels. Because of the Full HD resolution, Redmi Note 4's display looks more sharper than Redmi 4. Apart from the resolution itself, display on Redmi Note 4 has a warm tint on it. On Redmi 4, it is even more warm. Both the phones doesn't have the best displays, but in comparison, Redmi Note 4 has the best among the two. On the rear, Redmi Note 4 has a 13MP camera with f2.0 aperture with face detection autofocus. Redmi 4 has a 13MP camera with f2.0 aperture and face detection autofocus. On the front, Redmi Note 4 has a 5MP camera with f2.0 aperture and Redmi 4 has a 5MP camera with f2.2 aperture. I'll post a separate camera comparison soon, but here's the gist. In my opinion, Redmi Note 4 has better rear camera, and for selfies, I think Redmi 4 is better as it has wider front camera. Capturing speeds and color reproduction are much better on Redmi Note 4. In low light, Redmi 4 takes sharp but dull images, while Redmi Note 4 takes bright and noisy images. For the price, Redmi 4 does a great job in the camera department, but in comparison, obviously Redmi Note 4 is better. This is where you'll see a huge difference between both the phones. Redmi 4 comes with a Snapdragon 435 processor, which is the best entry-level processor. Redmi Note 4 comes with a Snapdragon 625 processor, which is currently the most power-efficient mid-range processor. These are the benchmark scores. This is a small clip from the speed test I've done. Link for that video is in the description. As you are seeing, Redmi Note 4 was always faster than Redmi 4, at least by few milliseconds. When you install some more apps, this difference in speed will grow further. You will also see a huge difference while gaming. You can play almost all the high-end games on both the phones with minimal lag and less heating issues. But in comparison, Redmi Note 4 gives you better visuals because of better GPU and Full HD resolution. So if gaming is your priority, Redmi Note 4 is better than Redmi 4. Both the phones come with a similar 4000 mAh battery and a normal 10W power adapter, and they don't have fast charging. It takes around 2.5 hours to charge both the phones completely. Redmi 4 has a smaller display with a HD resolution, and Redmi Note 4 has a bigger display, but still, Redmi Note 4 gives you better battery life as its CPU is built on the 14nm architecture. On normal usage, Redmi 4 gives you a screen on time of 6 to 8 hours and Redmi Note 4 gives you a screen on time of 8 to 10 hours, or even more depending upon your usage. So in the battery department, once again, Redmi Note 4 wins. At a price of 7,000 rupees, yes, the Redmi 4 is the best choice. But if you're considering to buy the 3GB or 4GB RAM variant of Redmi 4, then it's not a good choice. Instead, get the Redmi Note 4. It doesn't matter which variant you get, it will always be better than Redmi 4 in terms of less heating issues, more performance, better cameras, and better battery life. If you want a smaller phone with more RAM and storage, get the Lenovo K6 Power. It is not as good as Redmi Note 4 in terms of performance, but it's better than Redmi 4 in the software department. So guys, I hope you are able to decide between these two phones. If you still have any doubts, do let me know by commenting below this video, and if you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel to see more cool videos on tech. I am Nikhil from Greedy Tech signing off. Have a nice day.